Hello woolly thistlers, it's Rachel from Barkland Croft here in Fair Isle, and finally we've made a start on shearing. Saucepan I think was so relaxed by having his fleece taken off that he just laid there quite comfortable even after I'd all finished. There he is, finally decided to get up, and now Seraph's going to check him out saying, "Are you sure you're Saucepan? You don't look like Saucepan did half an hour ago." Here are some of the fleeces that I've already taken off the sheep, and they'll just be stored here until I'm ready to sort them. So take off any sort of poopy bits, matted bits, felted bits, pick out the vegetable matter and make sure they're in the best possible condition, ready for going to the mill next year. This was one of the fleeces from one of the cross breeds, so that's a fleece that doesn't go for spinning into my own wool, but it does go out to Jameson's of Shetland with the other fleeces, and I'd put it here to put in the big sack later on, but Ginge has decided to commandeer it as his new bed, so he looks quite happy, so I think we'll let him keep it. Here we've got Plink having his very first haircut. You can see I've just started to take it off there, but he was being a very good boy and didn't make a fuss at all, which was really good. Oh, a big yawn. Apparently it's quite tiring having a haircut. But I think you'll agree he looks rather smart now and must certainly feel a lot cooler without that thick coat on. Here we've got Sunshine, and she's an old pro at having her hair cut, so she's very good. She just kind of lies there quietly whilst I get on with it. Nearly done with her, as you can see, and she's very hot by the looks of things, so we'll carry on and get that finished. Here we've got Butterscotch. She's just had her hair cut. Checking out her fleece, making sure she's happy with it. Yes, I think that'll do. Off she goes in search of some biscuits. The warm weather and sunnier days that we've been experiencing through a lot of July have really helped the wildflowers bloom. Here you can see the yellow buttercups, the pink ragged robin and the white of the daisies and clover. And in front of the kirk you can also see the white of the bog cotton, or cotton grass as it's also known. And I've always really enjoyed these combinations of colours, and that was the inspiration for this design that I did a few years ago. After 4 years of waiting, they finally finished installing Marie's cattle grid, which leads from the road down the track to her knitting studio at Pund. And here we've got little 3-year-old Brodie and his mum cutting the ribbon to officially open it. And I think more people turned out for this than they actually did turn out for the opening of the bird observatory, so that was quite funny. Even Nieva came along to see. Whilst waiting for the boat to arrive, I took a walk down onto the pontoon, and there were loads of jellyfish around. I think it must obviously be sort of jellyfish breeding season, as there were loads of them floating in the water, and also some very sort of what looked like tiny little jellyfish in huge masses just floating around, although they didn't show up particularly well. Father Ambrose, the Catholic priest from Lerwick, paid a visit to Fair Isle with several of the parishioners, and we had a lovely day with them, doing a tour of the island, visit to the museum, and then Father Ambrose said Mass in the afternoon. And this was the first visit we've had from a Catholic priest in, I think, 9 years. The last time was when Bishop Hugh, who is the Bishop of Aberdeen, came to visit us. We also had the last of our cruise ship visits for the season, so that's it until 2026, but it's been a very good season. The only downside to having lots of sunshine and warmer temperatures is that after a day of sunshine and heat, it always brings a day of fog as well. So you can see how different the island looks covered by fog. And some days the sunshine doesn't even manage to burn the fog off. You can see here the fog was really still quite down, but up there you can spot bits of blue sky and the sun desperately trying to break through. But it made for quite a warm and humid day, but it never quite got to be sort of sunny and hot. Porkpie wanted to say hello and tell you how much he was enjoying his new mineral lick tub there. Always looks like they're wearing lipstick when they've been at the tubs. Even though we're right at the end of July as I'm recording this, we're still getting very light evenings and nights. We're not getting any sort of darkness yet at all. So this was taken at 11 o'clock at night, and you can see just how light it still is at this time of year. Roki, our surprise lamb, is doing very well, and she's made a new friend with Sparky there. That's her mum, Naughty Girl, just in front of her. But she's got a bit of a limpy leg at the moment, that's why she's hopping a bit. But yes, Sparky was quite taken with her and decided he wanted to be friends with her. And I thought I'd leave you with a clip of Mary showing you just how much she enjoys her back scratches. She's a bit like a dog. If you scratch them in the right place, their leg starts going. Well, this is how this is Mary's equivalent of a kicking leg. Oh, that is good, she says. Well, thank you again for joining me here today, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next month. Bye for now.